I think the Niners are actually going to go 9-8.
Okay.
I think Watkins is actually going to have a decent season, about 500 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns. I think Brock Purdy. I think he's going to throw about 27 touchdowns and probably between 10 and 12 interceptions. I think also that we're going to cut Jake Moody by week 8. Like he's going to miss a game-winning field goal against the Tampa
After
Bay
he
Buccaneers.
costs them another game. Okay, all right.
He's terrible with Tampa. I don't know what it is about Tampa, but he's terrible.
He's not making it back from Tampa. He's staying
not
in
making
Tampa.
It back from Tampa. Not at all.
No.
Not at all. But I'm actually weirdly optimistic because of the schedule. If it wasn't for the schedule, I would probably say less than 9 wins, but I'm right at about 9 to 10 wins. I think that's fair.
Panthers, Falcons.
I think we're gonna lose to the Texans, lose to the Browns. The Giants game is gonna give us tough, you know what, just because of the field and because of Russell Wilson's
and their D line.
Yeah, their D line.
And Malik Neighbors is good.
Yeah. They got Abdul Carter, Thibodeau, and Dexter Lawrence up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Burns. Can't forget about him. But yeah, back to the 49ers. I'm most of the time not a pessimistic, but it's just because we have Kyle Shanahan and he sometimes overcoaches. I think he's gonna bring more of a I'm gonna let Saleh handle it. And I think that's where the groove meets the road pretty much with him. Is Saleh's gonna help him gain probably about 2 more wins than he did probably last year. Because
that's a good call.
The defense is actually going to play better than most people anticipate. I don't know about top 10, but I think we're going to be opportunistic, like getting more interceptions than last year. I think Fred Warner will finish in the top 3 of defensive player of the year. It's very hard for a linebacker to win the defensive player of the year. And then what else was my bold prediction? I have a couple. So yeah, that's what I have so far. What are your thoughts on everything? Man.
I know
you got them like
you're making solid points in the chat. I'm gonna put the chat on. Hold on, so people can see. But people saying
I can see the chat actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think
great
you have
points,
them at
man.
7 and
big
10.
Glory. 9-8 sounds pretty reasonable. I mean, really, if they go 7 and 10 with this schedule, someone's got to get fired, man. I don't want to hear any excuses. Someone's got to go, and you can't just fire the special teams coach and be like, "Okay, we found the culprit."
Honestly, after this past year, I wanted Kyle gone, and I wanted us to bring in Ben Johnson because I think he could actually maximize Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy's very limited. That's not saying like he can't throw the ball. It's just most of his passes are 22 yards and in, and he scrambles out to the left all the time. There's a lot of nuances with him that you have to kind of work around because of his lack of height and lack of arm strength. But I think he's an excellent quarterback. Just he's limited. He's like, okay, there's 3 systems he can work out of, and that's it.
Yeah, it takes a clever coach. And I think what we saw with Ben Johnson, the reason he got so much money from Chicago is Goff is limited in different ways. But he made Goff look like a freaking MVP candidate perennially. So, and part of the way he did that is by investing in and believing in and prioritizing the freaking offensive line, which Kyle hasn't done, won't do ever. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now.
I gave up on that when we re-signed Colton McKivitz, and we could have just used Jalen Moore or someone or signed someone else as a free agent as a right tackle that could have made what he made or less and got the exact same production. But I actually have positive news on him. I feel like it's his 3rd year playing right tackle. I think he's actually going to finish in the top 20 as a right tackle. I know that's like, well, who cares about the top 20? Well, for him, that's like an all-pro.
Huge. Especially for what he's getting paid. That'd be huge.
Yeah, and he's still better than McGlinchey, who was awful. I thought McGlinchey, like, he could only run block and nothing else. He was the stiffest.
And by the end,
right
McGlinchey was like 285 pounds, and there'd be 2 or 3 plays a game where he'd be like in the air, perpendicular, like parallel to the ground. It's like, how did you get here?
Yeah.
How did you get in this position, Mike?
Michael Parsons literally threw him to where he was almost horizontal. I remember that like it was yesterday.
It's like those needle scratch moments where it's like, you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well,
exactly. Let's go how the movie starts and everything. Yeah.
It's like, exactly. Anyway.
No.
Deuce, thanks for calling in, man.
No, absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
I cut you off. Did you have one more point you wanted to make? This is a bunch of people waiting.
Oh, no. I respect the crowd and I respect
man. Appreciate you, dude. Sorry for confusing with Deuce McAllister, and you were great. Call in anytime.
it.